Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next movie review. Which, like I said, was doing a few movie reviews for this month of June too, because there's some of the stuff I wanted to review. But the next movie review I wanted to review was another film that I've enjoyed this year as well. Like I said, I enjoyed Sonic 2, and I was looking forward to watching this film because I was interested in it. And that is of the unbearable weight of massive talent. Which actually I still have more fun than I did watching Doctor Strange. I'm sorry. A lot of people can like that movie though, but I think I found Sonic 2 and this movie better than Doctor Strange. But unbearable weight of massive talent stars Nicolas Cage playing as a fictionalized version of himself. And I've been liking Nicolas Cage's work recently. He's been picking out really interesting projects, because he did Mandy, which I enjoyed. Willy's Wonderland, I love. And there was a couple of other ones. There was one called Mom and Dad he did with Selma Blair. I kind of like that one too. There was another one. He did. It was called Pay the Ghost or something. I forgot. I forgot the actual title though. But I did not mind that movie too. Other than some issues with an issue with the ending though. But other than that though, I like that movie. It was called Pay the Ghost or something. But Nicolas Cage has been doing really pretty interesting work recently. So I was interested in watching this one because he was playing as himself, and I enjoyed it. Nicolas Cage, I've been giving him a lot of props lately. A lot of people make fun of him because of the way he acts and stuff like that, I don't see it that way. I really am enjoying Nicolas Cage's work recently, and this is another good one. So yeah, I've been really liking Nicolas Cage's recent work, and I know my dad's a fan of Nicolas Cage. I still want him to see this movie because I think he'll enjoy this too. But anyway, Nicolas Cage, he's playing as himself, and the first thing we see, which obviously, okay, I'm already liking this movie already, is that the first scene we see is that this girl is watching Con Air, which I love Con Air, so that was the first thing we see. This girl's watching Con Air, in which she's a fan of Nicolas Cage too, right? And she's with this guy, and then these intruders come in. They kidnap her, and then we come with Nicolas Cage. He's talking with his agent, played by Neil Patrick Harris, which he's only in for just a little bit of it, only a little bit in the beginning, then until he shows up at the end. But I like Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, nice to see him. He plays as his agent and tells him that some of the stuff he's been doing has not been working, so kind of a bit of a slumpish type of way. So he tells about this place where he wants to attend to this birthday party where he can pay $1 million for. And he's a little bit of trouble with with his family at home, his daughter and his wife, and until one thing leads to another, he calls up he calls Neil Patrick Harris and says that he'll take it. He travels to this country, I think it was in Spain or something, until he meets our guy, I forgot the character's name though, but he is played by Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian himself, which I enjoy. The thing is though, with the Mandalorian, I think that's the one thing that the Disney Star Wars has got right for me. I enjoy the Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2. I look forward to the third season. To me, that's the only thing that Disney has got right since doing these Star Wars movies. The Mandalorian I found a lot better than all the other new Star Wars movies together. Because how much I hate the new Star Wars movies. I hate them. The Mandalorian was the only thing that they got right. And Pedro Pascal, he did a really good job as the Mandalorian. So it was nice to see him in this as well. So when they introduced, when he thought he's the guy who invited him here, and then Nicolas Cage goes, Nick Cage. And I liked the chemistry between him and Pedro Pascal. I like how he's a big fan of Nick Cage. He sent him the script that he wants to make into a movie, right? And the more they talked about how his favorite movies were, and tells Nicolas Cage, "Have you seen Paddington 2?" I cried during that, and Nicolas Cage watches it with them, and he starts crying too. I'm like, Paddington 2? But yeah, they both start crying, and how, and then at least another, that's how, during like the Nicolas Cage, he end up caught up in this like the CIA thing because the CIA thinks that Pedro Pascal is this guy who kidnapped this woman, the girl we saw at the beginning, who was like the daughter of this president of this other country, right? Because it's during this guy's election, right? And they think that it tells him that Pedro Pascal is the guy who kidnapped her, which he doesn't believe that he is. So he goes along with this mission he's doing and trying to find any evidence that this guy Pedro Pascal is involved in it. And then there was which is a scene that I enjoyed, that how they finally go to the secret room that he has, and it's all a bunch of Nicolas Cage stuff. All like, because like I said, he's a huge fan of Nicolas Cage, so you see like he has a poster of National Treasure. He has like the actual props from Mandy, like the chainsaw and the axe, or the actual bunny from Con Air, in which he does Nicolas Cage say, "Put the bunny back in the box." That was cool. And he has like this and Pedro Pascal has this wax figure of Nicolas Cage for his character from Face Off, and he's holding the two golden guns. I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. It's cool to see all these references, and they also reference The Rock too as well. The Rock, Michael Bay's film The Rock, which that was nice too. So yeah, and well, at least another like, and spoiler, if anyone has not seen this film, spoiler alert right here, okay? Because I don't want to feel giving too much away though. But spoiler, if you haven't seen the movie, stop right here and spoiler, right? You find out that Pedro Pascal's cousin, he's the one who's involved in kidnapping of that girl. So you get a little bit of car chase scenes. The action is not really, it's not over the top explosion stuff like that, right? It's not. It's like typical car chase, right? Which is decent enough too. Like they're getting chased, and then Nicolas Cage's family gets involved because they get invited down there, and the daughter gets kidnapped. So Nicolas Cage, since his wife was like a makeup, in the makeup department, stuff like that, so they makes him go disguised as this one person that they're expecting, you know, and like make himself a little older, you know, in disguise. And they eventually they get his daughter and the girl that was kidnapped from the beginning. They get out of there, and decent car chase enough, and eventually they make it back to the U.S. Embassy, and they eventually kill the bad guy basically, and you know, because they throw the knife and then you just stab him, and then by the end of the movie, Pedro Pascal is like this, because which I'm more like I said, the chemistry between Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal, like it's like a it's not to say bromance though, but it was like a good relationship, you know. His how he talks to like the story they're doing right now. Why don't we make this into a movie, you know? Like the story that we're doing right now. Let's make this into a movie. And then eventually, the movie that they did, they're talking about what's going on right now. It gets made, and it gets a lot of praise from the people, like you know how they have the premiere and stuff like that. Neil Patrick Harris is there, and the family's there, and Pedro Pascal he gets much praise, thanking Nick Cage for, and it ends with, you know, Nick Cage and with his family because he wants to spend more time with his family, right? And they're watching Paddington 2, like. He watches Paddington 2 again. So yeah, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I really enjoyed this movie. I was interested in it when I saw the trailer, and especially since he was playing as himself. I enjoyed it. You know, Nicolas Cage. He's been having pretty playing interesting roles in films. Of course, my brother, you know, he says, "Oh, you like his independent movie." He always gets on me about, you know, because I'm watching more independent movies. Well, hey, you know, sometimes, you know, these are some things I find better than most of the major films of today. Like I said, I find much more entertaining and funnier than Doctor Strange is. I'm sorry, Doctor Strange sucked. You know, in the multiverse of bullshit, that sucked. In my opinion, it does. If a lot of people like Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, that's fine. But I'd rather watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I enjoyed. Unbearable Weight and Massive Talent. And I also, there's another recent one I liked. I like Jackass Forever, the new one. I even liked that film. I haven't liked Jackass Forever. So this... Oh, and the Batman, too. I forgot to mention. I enjoyed the Batman. I reviewed the Batman. You can check that out. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the Batman. Some people don't like it. That film is divided, 50-50 divided amongst people. So, but I thoroughly enjoyed the Batman. Yeah, I know it's overly long. That's one of the issues I had with it, though. But other than that, though, I still enjoyed it. You can go just check out my review of the Batman, which that's the best superhero film I've seen this year. Better than Doctor Strange, yes. But yeah, because that's another thing. I've just been liking more DC movies lately. You know, Joker and the Suicide Squad. But yeah. So yeah, four films I like this year: The Batman, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Jackass Forever. So far, so. But yeah, but with this film, Nicolas Cage, once again, he banged it out once again with another interesting film. Like I said, with Mandy, Willy's Wonderland, Mom and Dad, what was it called? Paid the Ghost, I think it was. I haven't seen that one called Pig. I haven't seen that one, though, where he has a pig. I think he was a former chef, and he has a pig. I haven't seen that one yet, though, but the recent ones that he's been doing, I've enjoyed. So yeah, Nicolas Cage gets another pass for me, definitely. So I've enjoyed. So, like I said, Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian. I enjoyed the chemistry he had between him and Nicolas Cage. It was kind of like a little bit of a bromance type of way, but I enjoyed their I would say the friendship. I would say friendship they had over the course of the movie. It's nice to see Neil Patrick Harris in there as well. But the actions, for the car chases was decent. All the stuff that nice to see of the past Nicolas Cage movies. I think they referenced the Wicker Man because I heard him say "not the bees, not the bees." I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm saying that's supposed to be a joke because the Wicker Man. Come on, we know how bad that movie is, though. But of course, eventually Midsommar ripped that off. But it was funny to hear that, though. I think I heard they say "not the bees," but they also put the bunny back in the box, Con Air, and all this stuff from his past movies. It was fun to see that. But yeah, so Unbearable Weight and Massive Talent, I enjoyed. Nick Cage. Yeah, but Nicolas Cage, he did a really great job once again. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next 4 for Anime Month, and we'll see y'all later.